It is a webinar on CNC router business success. My name is Pradeep Kumar KP, and it's a really wonderful evening that most of the people took out their valuable time and they are here to attend the seminar. I am also really excited to share those secrets and the steps to bring a CNC router business as a success journey. Let us start with. I just want to welcome you all people and want to thank you for your commitment, your interest to be in this session. And it's really awesome, you people, because you are really deserve this kind of information, this kind of knowledge, because many people just hitting the stone and not able to break the stone because they don't have the proper knowledge how to use the different types of tools and where to hit. So the same thing also happening here in the CNC router business also. Many people buy the CNC router machines and they are sitting idle and they are not able to make revenue out of this CNC router machine because they lack so many things, so many knowledge, so many information. The success in CNC router machine business is possible if you are doing the right investment. That is the most important thing. That if you want to make a conscious decision, what to invest in a CNC router machine, how to invest in a CNC router machine. It's a very important. If you want to go into a CNC router business, you should know what kind of machine you have to invest, what kind of tools you have to invest, and what type of different type of applications are there. And all this, the investment, if you are doing the proper investment, if you are new to the CNC router business, it's very important that you must have proper knowledge and proper knowledge how to take what action to be taken and jump into action. So that is the right investment. And if you do the return from if you get the return from the investment, that also you should know the ways and means how you can get the return from the investment. And also once you start creating revenue, you must know how to multiply the revenue, how to make multiple streams of income, how to reach faster income with the CNC router machine. So this is the basic three possible steps that make the CNC router business successful. And I just want to share with you the three secrets and also 3 steps to you become a successful businessman in CNC router business. So this is the thing that I once again thank you for your enthusiasm and your commitment, and you are here for having this knowledge. Okay, so before we start up, let me know how many of you wants to know about me. Just how many of you wants to know about me? So if you type bring it on, so I will bring it on. This is please type bring it on, BIO. See, this is about CNC router success. I am a CNC router success coach. My vision is that there is a lot of CNC router machines available in this world, and so many people are not able to use it properly. So these resources are going waste, not optimum utilized. Myself is an engineer, and I was an army officer and also an entrepreneur and a CAD/CAM and CNC router consultant. From the beginning, after my engineering, I started my CAD/CAM career, and I also became a CNC router consultant, and also now I am a trainer and coach. So my journey, if I start when I passed out from the engineering college. From there, I joined in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Bangalore, as a design engineer. From there, I went to Indian Army in the Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers group. There, I became a captain in the Indian Army. Then I came out from the service after 5 years of very successful journey in the Indian Army. Then I started myself because my background in engineering and in management prompted me to come out and to do something of my own. So that I started a business journey in CAD/CAM, computer design as a CAD/CAM manager. Then I started my own business based on CAD/CAM and CAD/CAM training, CAD/CAM consultancy, and related to that field. After a few years of in that business, I graduated into the CNC machines, actually, where as many people in CNC sellers, they don't have much proper knowledge about the CAD/CAM. So because the CAD/CAM is the basic of CNC router machine, so they found that if they found that many people they fault, and they are not able to properly support the buyer or the user of CNC router machine, or the people whom they are selling the CNC router machine, they are not able to sell it properly. So I found this is the right field where I can jump in. Then I have explored a lot of CNC router machine, because I was just want to very focus on the field, because in CNC itself, computer numerical control machine, computer control machineries are many machines are available. So I was really focused on this particular field on CNC router machines, because there is many machines like CNC router, CNC plasma, CNC water jet, CNC laser, CNC in additive manufacturing, and many robotics and many other computer controlled machineries are available. But I was crystal clear focused where you have a CAD data, computer design data, that goes to the machine. The information is that required for the machine for running is generated using a CAM software, computer aided manufacturing software. So these all technologies was very important to get the right kind of result in a CNC router machine. So I became a CNC router consultant. The story, that's why I started in training, because I was doing all the service. I am selling the machine, I am giving consultancy, I am giving the service support and all those kind of things, even manufacturing the CNC machines. But at the same time, I thought the training is the most important thing. Even if I am a seller of the CNC machine, or if I am giving support, if I am a user of CNC router machine, this training is most important thing. So my starting on CNC router machine, I have 2-3 instances where I went for learning CNC router machine, CNC this CAD/CAM software, or any kind of training as it is. AutoCAD, is a digital. To the earlier the hand drawing, we will make it digital by in a computer we can draw it. So that was the first initial softwares which came out is AutoCAD. So when I passed out from the engineering college, I came out, there was not many trainers or many training institute who was teaching AutoCAD. So what I did is that I approached one of my senior who is running a computer institute. He was teaching there in some other computer coding languages and all. Then I approached him. I told whether you are teaching AutoCAD. He told he is not. He is not doing that. He is not know about AutoCAD software, but he has a software. He has got the software. If you are ready, we will learn together like that, he told. Then I search for one book, and I go to my nearest town and got one book in AutoCAD, and we start together and learn each command one by one. And then I became knowledgeable about the CAD software. So it's only my self effort. I have to put a lot of effort. If somebody is there, I learned it almost. I took a 6 months period. If there is somebody who can teach me in proper way, I may do it in 1 week, or I may do maximum in 1 month. So it took a lot of time for me to learn the software. But that means that the deep learning is very important when we go to the software learning. Then the second one, the incident is that when I this AutoCAD and all, it's happened just after the engineering college. Then I joined in HL as a design engineer, where I was working with AutoCAD and CATIA and all those kind of software. Then I went to Indian Army. There was a Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers. Then I came out. Then I want to refresh my knowledge in CAD/CAM. So I went to an institute. I searched for many institutes, and I came to know that day ProE, nowadays it's called Creo, that software is most popular that time. Then I thought, okay, I will learn that software. Then I approached one institute. I went there. There was an institute. They were just got a big amount of fees from me, but there is no proper person to teach, and even the person who is teaching, he don't have a proper knowledge about the software. So he will just tell that the software is available, but he don't have that the practical knowledge, or he don't know that how it's worked properly and where it should be applied and all those kind of things. So then I complained about it. Then what they took is that they took me to another center in Anna University, where they paid from fee from that what they got from me, and they sent me there for further training. There also it was somewhat okay, but I was not fully satisfied because the kind of the application knowledge they have is very shallow. So somewhat I learned, and then I, with those knowledge, I joined one company where I started as a design engineer and also a CAD/CAM manager. There is 2-3 people who is in design. I was managing those people, and I want to have a more proper in-depth knowledge of the software. So that time I was trying one more software known as Unigraphics. I found that software is very good in designing PET bottles and all those kind of things. So I was in that company. So what the solution I found is that I search for a trainer who is working in some company. So I could able to catch hold of someone who is working in Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, at that time as a design engineer or designer for the mechanical components. So I catch hold of him. Then what happened is I requested him, okay, weekend you come 1 hour to me and just teach. I was ready to give him a good amount as a training fee, and he was spending 1 month salary what he is getting. I have to share with him for that knowledge. So he came to me. He will come after his duty in the company. He will come to my office and will teach me for 1 hour. Then that kind of learning was really good and really in-depth kind of a knowledge. So that the things which is really helped me to look into that, how practically this software is going to help. That time there was not much integration of CAD with the CNC machine. There was no the CAM part was not that strong that time, and there was not that much of integration of data from one software to another software, and there was a lot of every software is working as a silos or separated from one another, so not much of integration. So CAM UG was UG designing and UG CAM was there, so we are used to get that CAM integration, and in CAM we got that and done the NC codes and that post processing done, and the company really helped to get that right code for the post processing, right file for post processing. So we should able to help those people in the in the company, and it was a really fruitful training. So this is the 2-3 incident. I felt it's a right kind of training is very important to use these machines or anything as it is in 100% way. That is the maximum utilization of this CNC router machine. We have to give a proper training. What all training they require is a proper training should be required. So that's I became a trainer. And why CNC router? Because I want to focus on particular field. I also already mentioned I want to focus on CNC router machine and do more research on that, so I can acquire more knowledge on that, and I can share those knowledge to the people. So I want to be more focused. So, okay, so this is one of the most important characteristic for any successful people, to be focused on what things they do. Okay, so we will go to the next slide. So that what is these 3 secrets that I just want to share. These 3 secrets. One is that is one focus. That you have to be only one focus when you take your career. That focus, there should be focus in which area, which subjects you are want, you must be so focused. Like that, if you are investing in a CNC router machine, if you are to invest in a CNC router machine, you must focus in one area, one application. It's not like that you buy a CNC router machine and ask that I want to do everything in this machines. If I want to cut this thing, that thing, everything I want to do in this machine. So you are going to compromise on the quality of the machine and the specifics of the machine. If you are so focused, so clear about your application, you will get the right kind of machine for your application, and you can do the right kind of investment in that machine. And the second secret is that you must be a deep learner. Whatever the area you select, whatever the application area for the CNC router, you must learn deeper about the CNC router and all other things which is required to run the machine properly, how to and how to create the productivity, how to bring the creativity, productivity, and get most profitability. You should know all those tools. You should learn those things. Then you can apply it. That is the second point, three secret. And the third secret is the brand, that we have to build our own brand. Yeah, I am as an individual. I am a brand. I am my brand, and like that, every people should create their own brand. Brand creates more value to yourself and your products, because first person who is going to market is yourself, and the branding has to be done in your name. So if you do all these three things, then you can create a successful CNC router machines, successful CNC router machines, machine business. So because routing, you have almost 101 applications available in CNC router machine, more than 101 applications available in the CNC router application. So if you asking a machine that can do all type of jobs, you are going to be a failure. So you must narrow down your niche, your application area. So if you are so perfect in that area, because you have the customers all around the world, we are forgetting that. If you are doing something good, you can reach anybody anywhere in the world and you can sell the product. That power we are forgetting. Most of the people who is coming to buy the machine, as I am a seller, I am talking, coming to me for buying a machine, they will tell, oh, in my town only few work is available, so I will do this work and that work. If somebody coming for this work, I will do this work and that work. So at then he is not perfect at any work, so he become a failure in that, because that focus gives more fine job, fine working to him, fine quality of product he can produce. So that point he forget. He instead of becoming an expert in a particular area, which will give him more creativity, more value, and getting able to get him more money out of it. Most of the specialists in medical field makes more money like that. If you have to be a specialist on something, you can create a better profit. So also the credibility also goes up. Okay, somebody has come to you for a particular work, and if you are doing it very good, everybody will like you. So then even if somebody goes for that particular work to some other person, they will tell, okay, if this is this kind of work, you go to this person. Like that, they will recommend your name. So most of the people think that, okay, if somebody comes with some job, if everything is done by himself, it's not like that. You cannot be so perfect for each and everything. You best be very good at one particular point, and in that point, if you are good, you have a lot of market. That you must realize it. So that is the first secret, that is your niche selection. That focus on that is very important. And the second one, as a deep learner, as you have a lot exposure to a lot of things, and you can have experience and you can become an expertise on that. So you must learn each and every point of it. Be a deep learner. The general tendency, as a seller of CNC router machine, I have experienced is that many people buy machine from different places. and they forget the part of training. So they just buy the machine as a consumable items. They don't no, they don't have an afterthought about it, how I am going to use it, how what kind of training I have to take. And not only that, once they buy the machine, invest lakhs of rupees. Suppose in CNC router machine you will be investing lakhs of rupees, and when you approach somebody for training and he's tell that he would have already invested 10 lakhs rupees, and he would have become a pauper. That's why maybe the reason, may or may not be the reason. But if I tell him that I said 10,000 rupees sir for the training, what sir, this much of amount, how we will learn like that? We don't have the amount and all those kind of things. So what do you think? Whether you have to really invest in the learning? That is the thing. That is the, if you are ready to invest in learning, that is only going to help. Just having anybody, from anywhere you can buy the machine, no problem. But first of all, you think that somebody giving with the training with the machine is well and good. Otherwise, you must invest your time and money outside for learning it properly. That is the second secret. You must be a deep learner. And the third thing is that you have to create the brand, and from the brand you can leverage, you can have more money. If you have brand, instead of simply selling something, some people coming, okay, selling to them, now you create a brand, then definitely that brand will have a value, and you will get multiple revenue from that process. You can create your own brand, and that brand, first brand is your name itself, and you can give a product brand also. That also works very well. So this is the three secrets that you have to take care while investing on a CNC router machine. And there is 3 steps also I have want to go through. There is the 3 steps or 3 stages, whatever you call it. What is that 3 stage or 3 steps that you have? First, you have to build up. First, you have to build up the business. So you have to setting up the CNC router based business. So use CNC router in your existing business, whatever, where you are investing for this. Are you making a conscious decisions to invest in a CNC router machine? So you must do that steps, proper steps. Somebody to give you knowledge how to go about, and step by step, and setting up the CNC router machine. This is the first requirement properly to setting up the CNC router machine. And the second stage is that you have to create the product or service, and that is give you more creativity. You should be able to bring more creativity, more innovation in your product. So then only the people see the value in your product. And you also reduce productivity is very important. Then only you can have a good profit from good revenue from your business. So the second stage, you have to look into those aspects, like having creativity and innovation, and so that you can improve your productivity and profitability. So this is the second stage. After you have that income or the revenue from the CNC router machine start coming, the next stage you have to grow is that you have to use you have to reach to the market. You can have multiple streams of revenue from CNC router machine. So you have you can use the help of the digital technology, like online sales, and how to automate your business, and how to create a multiple streams of revenue, and all those kind of things. So this is the third stage that you have to grow. So how many of you people realize that thing, there is much more to learn from about the CNC router machine? This is the few things, that the 3 secrets and the 3 steps. I've just the tip of the iceberg actually. So how many of you are think, if you are not implementing this information, you are going to lose much. Or if even if you are a slow implementer also, you are going to lose a lot of money out of it. How many of you think if you are not implementing this, you are going to lose a lot of money? So how many of you realize that the thing that you just heard is and there is much more to learn. This is a very small thing, very less thing. There is much more to learn. If you feel, if you have much more to learn, uh, you please type L. I want to learn. So more learn. Okay. So this is the much more things to learn. If you are not interested and not ready to invest, there is no meaning that you listening all these things, because you must be an action taker. And if you are ready to invest, you should think as an entrepreneur. If you give money, you can take money. If you invest something, you can take back it. You should be like that. The natural law is like that. If you throw a stone upside, it will come down like that. So there is in money also. If you are also give in charity, you will get back. If you put in your business, you can get back. So all these things are like that. So you must be ready to invest. If you are not ready to invest, it's nothing going to happen. So, and you also must interested to learn, apply, and then expect the earning. So just if you are not an action taker, there is no meaning to waste your time listening all these things. So we can look into that, how the CNC router business, CNC routers business is growing in India and outside, how the industrial statistics is going, how much decline and growth is happening, and what are the credibility and all the income, what are the community size and experience and award they are going to get. And if you people have any questions, and so I am just putting in the chat box your questions so that I can answer you to people. So that please do the needful and see you in the next session. Thank you.